Hey, aloha and mahalo. Good morning from our ranch here. Feels like I haven't give you guys any update yet on, um, the um, construction or reshaping of um, our ranch or property here. Anyways, uh, some of you might seen my Facebook page. It's full of fish, 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 and that's because uh, fishing is a hobby. Uh, it's a therapy. So yeah, so that's why uh, I'm spending more time out there looking for fish. I'm pretty much a very new fisherman here in Hawaii. So I'm still trying to figure out where to catch the fish, what kind of fish, what kind of lures, what kind of techniques um, that I can use to catch these fishes. Um, Sorry, my friends in Washington State. There is no such thing as a black magic or a purple magic or a red magic or anything of that sort when it comes to fishing. It's all about luck and taking risks. Um, yeah, and going out there and look uh, for the species. Yeah. So yes, yesterday was a fun day. We caught a lot of skipjack tunas. We were actually, as you know, we went out about 3 o'clock in the morning. We catch akule or atulai or peti, um, and then we came back to port around 5:30 ish. Um, load up with gas and supplies and stuff, and then head back out uh, to go trolling for tuna. So as we went out into the channel, we were like, okay, um, temperature wise, the water temperature is kind of low. It was at 74 degrees. So I was like, okay, this is not right. Might be not a good day to catch skipjack, especially. I might not like this temperature. So as we move further out, the temperature rises. And we met a school of birds, school of fish, right outside the channel. We went around in circles, but we didn't catch any. So we decided to proceed on. But our original course was going west, going east. Yeah. So we were, heading east to where I caught, tuna, skipjack tuna, and ahi the previous day. So we were heading that direction, and all these birds were going the other direction. So I turned to my navigator, Mr. Banster, and I said, "Hey, what about all these birds? It seems like they're telling us to follow them. Our minds and our hearts was like, okay, let's go west, let's go west. But seeing all these birds heading east, northeast. So I was like, maybe we need to turn around. So we made the turn, and straight for a buoy, HK buoy, which about, I think it's either probably 19 nautical miles or something like that from Hilo Harbor. And so we plot our chart and head straight for that buoy. On our way there, we met a school of bluefin tuna. They're pretty humongous ones. We went into circles, and we were like, oh man, let's catch these big guys. But nothing, I guess because our lures were, tiny lures so they don't bother. Anyways, we didn't catch any yellowfins. So we continue proceeding to buoy HK. And we came to it. There was nothing. So it's like, okay, let's go bottom fishing. And those birds lied to us and blah, blah, blah. And there were a lot of debris out there. And so on our way back toward, yeah, where we wanted to go for bottom fishing, we saw a basket in the water, and there's a lot of tiny fish next to the basket. So I told Banter, okay, let's go around. Maybe there's mahi mahi around this little thing. So we went around it, and but on our depth finder, I see a lot of fish. I was like, okay, there's fish here. So we stopped, and then we put down our lures and stuff, tried to fish a little bit. I thought we are gonna get some uh, what do you call it, opelo. Um, yeah, but I was thinking these are opelos. I was like, okay, opelos, opelos. So I was like, you know, but there was no opelo. There was no nothing. But there's fish, and so we was like, okay, never mind. We're in a hurry. We gotta go to bottom fishing, and so we took that basket out, and I guess that's kind of open up the chance for all this skipjack, because the fish were hiding. The tiny fishes that they were trying to eat, I saw them on our depth finder. They were circling, right? They were waiting for a chance to eat this little tiny fish next to that basket. And then we took that basket away. Now those poor little fishes have nowhere to hide. And as soon as we put up the thing, I look and even the birds were coming. Like, oh. And I was like, oh wow, what's going on here? And then we saw the skipjack jumping out of the water, and that's when we start hitting it. And we just hit it, follow it until we basically ran out of fuel. And then we refuel. One of our engines, for whatever reason, got clogged up. The fuel line was clogged up or whatever, that there's no fuel going. So we only use one engine. We decided, okay, we got enough. We got to go. So luckily, that engine that got clogged up, there's no fuel coming through. It kind of got the fuel for a little bit, so it took us about 10 nautical miles in, and then it dies out again. So now we're on one engine, so we use one engine all the way through. But anyways, that was the story of yesterday. The view was awesome. You can see the snow-capped Mauna Loa. Oh, no, Mauna Kea. Sorry, Mauna Kea was capped with snow. Beautiful. The whales, talking about whales, the whales are out there. They're everywhere. So that's the story of fishing. Now let's go back to the ranch, because there's not much happening on the ranch because I'm busy fishing. The only happening on the ranch, I got two beautiful piglets from my neighbor, down the street. Marcy, thank you so much for with those piglets, man. They're growing like crazy. Yeah. And funny thing is, so we came back from fishing yesterday, then we arrived here. I looked, or no, we were coming up, and my fishing partner, Banser, was like, oh, your pigs are having fun out here. And I was like, what? Having fun out here? Something must be wrong. And so I got out of my truck and I looked, and they were like outside the cage, like outside their motel. Yeah. So we spent a good amount of time trying to lure them or catch them, whatever. We were able, Panzer caught the bigger, the white one. And then we put the white one, we tie it and put it in their motel. We call that. And we left the door open. And so I went and delivered our fish. I came back last evening about maybe 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock, maybe 8:30. Yeah, and then I put my high beam on, and the very first pig I saw in the hotel or motel was the brown pig. It actually went in and stayed with the white one. So it didn't run away. It went back in, so I went and secured them. So now they're securely back into their Motel 6. All right. So, yeah, it was a fun day. To tell you the truth, it was a fun day. All right, guys. So, good talking to you guys. We'll tell more stories later. Not much happening. It's still the same as I left it last time. But, yeah, a lot of taros still, breadfruit trees are growing. Bananas are still growing. Yeah. So please don't forget to subscribe, like the videos if you know, and then don't forget to say something. If you don't like anything, please share. If you want to see something, let me know. Um, yeah, we're kind of busy fishing, so we forgot to take photos or videos of us fishing, but we will do those things soon. All right. Y'all take care. Mahalo. Aloha.